Mr. Mario Dominguez, who finished third, earning the first ever podium finish for Pacific Coast Motorsports, who were a team that started with the ChampCar World Series last season. Mario, obviously it must have been gratifying to have such a great performance. Tell us a little bit about how you turned it on there the last few laps.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. It was an amazing race. It was very tough. Everybody was racing really hard. And at the beginning, I lost a couple of positions. Then I started passing people. The team gave me a great, pretty much feedback on how much fuel I had to save, and I think I did pretty good also saving fuel. So that together with some hard driving allowed us to get on the podium. I passed, I believe it was Tagliani for third in the last few laps, so that was very exciting. And I think part of the success here was two things. One, the most important thing is I have so much support in this race. It's incredible. It's almost as if I was racing in Mexico. And I'm going through the grandstands, everybody's screaming my name. And so that was great. That just makes me feel very good. It's amazing the support I get here, so I was happy to give all the fans here that cheer for me a good result. And the other one is that Pacific Coast Motorsports is it's their home race. They're based not too far away from here, about an hour's drive. So I'm just so happy. I mean, just seeing everybody's faces from the team, so much happiness on their faces makes me even happier. So I'm just very happy to be here and honored to be in the last ChampCar podium ever. And we'll see what the future holds for me now. I think I will try to do IndyCar in the future. It's looking good, but I don't have anything certain yet.
It's the last one that I wanted to do this championship. I quit Formula 1 last year because I started to be bored about not running the car, and I decided to come here in ChampCar because it looks very fun. And Sebastian told me like it was really fun to drive, like Oriol Salia and all those guys. So I just moved here, and unfortunately it stopped. But I'm quite sure next year I will be part of what is a single season new series.
Well, congratulations for finishing second in the ChampCar World Series Championship this season.
Very successful.
Thank you, champion.
Our champion today won 2 races in ChampCar last season. Will Power, an extremely dominant performance. He was leading. Took the lead at the first corner, led 81 of 83 laps. The only 2 laps were led during a pit switch.
So we didn't really get the most out of the session, you know. We had a big pull of the car that was broken. But for the race, I knew it was very important to get a start, because if not, I was going to get hung up behind people. And I know it's very tough to pass around here, so I got a really good start. And from that moment on, we got good fuel mileage. And it was a pretty, the middle sector, I saved good fuel and had really good speed to pull a gap from Tagliani. And then, you know, the last probably 15, 20 laps, I just cruised. It was very easy. I knew that Franck was catching. I wasn't going to risk anything. It was a very, I didn't want to throw it in the wall. And I was just so happy for Kevin Kalkoven, Ozzy Vineyards, Craig Gore, all the guys that made this possible for me. And, I'm really happy for the team at the moment. But, I think we're going to halve that gap by the mid-season or after Indy, and by the end of the year we'll be a little closer. But it's going to take this year, and you still won't be beating them next year. It's when the new car comes that makes it definitely easier for us. Oh yeah, that's Australian. Aussie, oi, oi. Aussie, oi.
Was working, I think, for you well this weekend. Was your relationship with the new engineer, Tyler? And again, can you talk a little bit about that? It sort of seemed to have clicked right away.
That was great. Honestly, I had never met Gerald before in my life until Friday. But I knew who he was. I certainly knew who he was, and I knew what he had done in the past. And And we had raced against each other in Indy Lights, when I used to race Indy Lights. And he just pretty much won everything. He was impressive. So when Tyler called me up and said, hey, I have an opportunity, would you like to work with Gerald Tyler? You would think, I said, absolutely. I said, that would be fantastic. And I tell you what, we did great because he had never really engineered one of his cars. He had no experience, me not driving in 6 months, so we just clicked right away, obviously. And we got a lot of good support from Chris Lurch as well, the other engineer from Alex Leahy's car. So I think it was the whole combination of Chris's experience and Gerald's and I chemistry that clicked this time. So that was very good.